blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, it's working. I don't know what the heck just happened. Thank you, everyone. We have sound! Huzzah! So, Trevor, don't feel so bad about Champions of Lore yesterday. Darn. I got through all of yesterday without any technical difficulties. The technical difficulties hit me the day after. I was saying good morning to everyone. I was going through answering leftover questions from last time. I did my whole intro bit. No, I think it was my microphone this time, which is really aggravating because it's a brand new microphone. I just got it from Black Friday at the end of last year. Anyway, hello everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Mars Guiding Hand. We answer questions. We talk about the latest content. We drink tea. This is Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You know the drill at this point. It's episode 103. Yeah. Rise and grind. Good morning, good morning. Or whatever time it happens to be for you. Today's tea, because that's always the first question, is oolong. Just a plain, simple oolong. Because I had fancy tea on the afternoon show yesterday, I decided to go for something simple this morning to start with. It's still very hot. Very, very hot. Which is good. I like hot tea, cold coffee. Okay, so we got a few things to talk about. Yesterday, we discussed all the stuff that arrived with this patron update. So there's new adventure variants. Oh, curious that the changelog doesn't indicate the new stuff that was added to patron shops and the patron perks as well. But, in any event, there are many new variant adventures added to the game, as well as various items added to patron shops. Farmer Azaka. That's what I'm aiming for right now. There's new golden epics to get, new feats to get, new skins to get. It's an exciting time, and I want to get all of it. And I'm going to get all of it, but that's going to take a while. You may notice that I'm already playing the Icequake variant under Vajra. This is Vajra's Icequake. And it's a little rough. I believe I've got the damage to see this through. I'm playing Zorbu DPS here, so I'm not really super worried about this. Now that being said, today we're running a little loosey-goosey as far as questions go, because I don't see any of my mods. So I think I'm alone now. So please just put your questions in chat, and we're gonna do this old school, back before like the first 80 episodes or so of Mars Guiding Hand. I just took questions as they flew into the chat. So things might be a little slow since I don't have someone catching questions for me this time, but hit me up. Let's do questions. What's your tea today? How is it? Oolong. It's hot, but it's very nice. I like sometimes just a plain simple oolong. It has a very floral taste to it, which is just refreshing to have in the mornings or in the evenings. It's an at-all-times tea. I love a good oolong. Christopher's Kale. Question, can the same pipe be used on multiple different Mojang cores? No. No. Which is why you need any more. Mars, did the goose chase off your moderators? That horrible Untitled goose. Which reminds me, one of the things that I played over break was a Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer. And while setting up the randomizer, I changed out the sprite of Link for a sprite of the horrible goose from Untitled Goose Game. And it was adorable. My partner and I were keeping a death tracker for, like, how many geese does it take to save Hyrule from Ganon? And we are up to 41. I still have the counter going. Alfina, question, has anyone tried doing a lesson in classes with the nerds in as a challenge? Oh, God. That's brutal. Because the nerds The nerds would take out 6 classes just alone. Oh my gosh. That's going to make things very difficult. I don't know of anyone that has intentionally done that, but it would be very cool if anyone has done that and they can provide proof. That would be fun. A little sniffly today, too. Allergies. Yay. I dreamed about ghosts last night, so I woke up with allergies. Shevek, question, how many roadies does it change to change a light bulb? How many roadies does it change to change a light bulb? I don't know how to even approach that question. Oh, 1, 2. That's good. Save bank question, is there any reason not to spend patron influence, like with favor? No, there's really no reason. There's no reason. There's none. None reasons to save patron influence. Put it on your perks. And you don't spend influence when you're purchasing from shops. We had someone in chat yesterday that was confused about that. You only spend influence on perks, and you can freely reset it. Like, you can pull back all of your influence and not lose any of it. So, just spend it. That being said, that was another thing that was added to the game yesterday. It was tier 6 and 7 perks for all of the patrons, all 4 of them. There's some really good ones in here. Zariel has 2 global perks now that have to do with the Trials of Mount Tiamat, which is really exciting. Because that's the first thing that affects the Trials of Mount Tiamat, I think, outside of the Trials of Mount Tiamat itself. Or is there, I vaguely recall, is there a blessing? Yeah, there's also a tier 5 blessing for Ascend to Avernus. There we go. So yeah, just a few things, just a handful of things. Old Man Master, question, have you completed a lesson in class as Zariel? If so, what formation did you use? I haven't even attempted it. But maybe I should. Maybe I could. Hey? Hey? Maybe. I don't know if I'm strong enough, honestly. I mean, I definitely beat Lesson in classes, because I've got Xeraphon, and it was challenging, but certainly not impossible. I tell you what I want to do on stream here today, I want to knock out Icequake so that I can move on and do something else. So how about I put up a poll? Give me a minute, I'm going to set up a poll. Because that sounds fun. And you all can vote on which patron you'd like to see me focus on today after this run is over. And I will choose... I'll choose something difficult. I'll choose like some difficult variant. Y'all can help me pick the variant, but we're going to do a poll to decide what patron. I'm just putting in the names now. There we go. Alright, your options are Mert, Vajradadada, Stradadadada, and Zazazariel. Alright, let's do this as a... I'm gonna make this a big, long poll. There, 10 minutes. 10-minute poll. That'll be plenty of time for me to make some good progress on Icequake right here. Quint Squad, our question, are the multiple favor reset saves via background parties an allowable bug workaround the scene is okay with? Example, carrying over manual time gate opening so you can start with favor, double to triple favor, converse to background party, etc. I'm not in the game and don't want to do something against it. That's not against TOS. It is a bug. It is an exploit. And it's one that I believe is being worked on, but it's being very much of a pest and really giving Sean and Taylor a hard time trying to fix that. So I think that they are working on it. It's up to you if you decide to actually indulge in that exploit or not. I've done it a few times, but I have stopped doing it since I learned that they are working on it. I figured that because it's been around for so long that C&E was cool with it, but apparently, no, it's just a really sticky bug. Stabigail the Kobold question. I'm having horrible issues with Raya Reborn. I can't push past 6 of 7, even using full pots. Any recommendations on formation? I mean, post your formation in the Discord. Let's see what you got working with. Can you post it in, can you post your formation real quick, Stabigail, in the off-topic channel? Because that's kind of become, like, an unofficial channel for, like, hey, Mars, look at this while you're streaming. And then I'll go take a look at that. Arcans, hi, hello, I just finished the tutorial. Any tips for beginners? Hey, welcome to Idle Champions. Cheers. Glad to have you with us. Tips for beginners. I'm gonna go aside of what I usually say. What I usually say is, like, enjoy the game your way, learn what you like about it, and just stick to that for a while so that you can just indulge in it and enjoy it. And 2 is join the community, like the Discord. I'm step away from that. So I'm not, like, constantly repeating myself. What's another new player tip I can give? The intended way that you're supposed to design formations is to have a single DPS character, in my case, Zorbu, and all of your other characters that are supporting them are just pointing their buffs at that character. So all the other characters, Calliope, Averin, Ayla, Omen, Baloth, Dalinar, Tyrell, Krull, and Orkira, all of them are supporting my single DPS champion. You can do multiple DPS champions, and if that's fun for you, cool, do it. But the game is meant to be played as a single DPS formation. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, Happy New Year's, Monkey Porter. Good to see you. Foolish Genius. Question. Is there a Warlock of Averin homebrew subclass out there to your knowledge? To my knowledge, no. And one thing that I like about Averin is that he's a man of many lives, right? So I think it could be argued that Averin could function as any of the Warlock patron options. Like, his dread form is all skeletal, lichy, so it could function as an undead patron because of that. Also, he is, like, ancient and immortal and just keeps getting resurrected, like clone constantly, so he could also function perhaps as a great old one because he's super old, get it? And he has some alien powers and all that, so yeah, I feel like Averin could function as any Warlock patron type, but the best person to ask that would be Todd. Unfortunately, Todd only live hosts one of our shows, Idle Insights, and when that is live and not pre-recorded and we do take questions, it's usually questions pertaining to the guest and not to Todd himself. Yeah. But I tell you what, I could poke him because you're asking. You posted the formation, Stabigail? Nice. Let me take a little looky-loo. Just a little looky-loo. Alright, Stabigail. So this is what you're using for Raya Reborn. I see Gromma, I see Dragonbait and Briv in front, and then Penelope and Donar, Ashara, Freely, Baloth, Human, Olkoria. I mean, that's good. That's really good. Is there any possibility that you could get Baloth on your second column there? Because one of his effects, one of his abilities wants you to put him in the column that's behind your tank line. Yeah. You might have to shift some things around. I know Freely can go anywhere, so that and Ulcoria too, so that gives you some more freedom of placement there. So yeah, if you could shuffle some people around there, that might help. Oh no! Meanwhile, I'm dying. That's not good. I was hoping that having Calliope out here would help with her shields to keep everyone alive. I did not realize that I was dying. Oh, BioFlame was asking, how am I going so fast? Exclamation mark speed as a command in chat will give you a link to a clip where I explain how I'm going so fast. Hey Mars, how go fast? Well, I'll tell you. It's basically a combination of speed champions, a speed potion, the speed Modron core, etc., etc. But right now, the only thing that's making me go fast in this formation is the speed potion. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you're not running it at the moment, Stabigail, because you're frustrated? I get it. I totally understand that. That's one of the nice things, one of the, like, hidden benefits. I'm dying. That's not good. The kind of guidance this show is all about. I'm here to help with the obvious. Thanks, Wondering Bereft. Fun comment. Gosh, I lost my train of thought there. One of the nice, like, kind of unspoken benefits of having multiple parties is that if you get really frustrated with trying out some run on, like, your main party without resetting and losing your progress, you could just switch to a background party and play something else, and then come back to your main party later when you're feeling better. I feel like that's something that people don't ever mention at all, but that's definitely one of the benefits. Because I remember just getting bored or frustrated back before Modrons were around, and dipping out on whatever run I was attempting so that I could then do something else, but effectively having wasted my time because I just stopped. I remember Vajra's Visions of Strahd was a particular bane of my existence for a short period of several months. Old Man Master says, heads up for Icequake Zerial. I had to Orkira stack to clear the last 6 stages. Oof. Yeesh. Good to know. This is Icequake Vajra, so we'll see. It's not as bad as Icequake Zerial, I'm sure. Eric Mears, as a relatively new player, E10 favor on Tomb Annihilation, should I prioritize speed champions or getting champions for the second level of Ashar's Bonds? Oh, you should prioritize speed champions. Ashara DPS is definitely one of, if not the best DPS in the game. I think we're transitioning into Artemis DPS being the best, but that requires significant investment. Ashara also requires significant investment, though not as much as Artemis. There are other DPS characters that are comparable to Ashara DPS, but require a lot less work to get working for you. So, Eric Mears, I would recommend speed champions over focusing on Ashara for now. Brian Touch, so 1 DPS per team then, I gather? Yep. There are characters that are simultaneously DPS and support, and so you have to choose, like, are you going to set them up as your DPS and point all the buffs at them, or are you using someone else as DPS, and thus you could still put this person in because they are themselves a support and they could support that other DPS. So don't write off completely a character just because it says DPS, as long as it's still like DPS / something else. Oh yeah, you gotta remember that you've got these Modron cores. Especially because, isn't that a blessing that we have now? It's over here. Increase the damage of all champions in an adventuring party with a Modron core by 200% over all campaigns. But I thought there was something else. Is it over in... No, it's not Witchlight. Where are you? Splitting the party, that's the one I was thinking of. Increase damage of all champions by 2% multiplicative for each champion in an adventuring party over all campaigns. Yeah, that's it. Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Helm's Favor, Tier 5 Global. Yeah. Which rewards you for just having background parties with bodies on the field, even if they're not really doing anything important. Dr. Zedgecatch, question, do you know when nerds will jump into Gem Shop? I think it's like March or April. I think. That's just what I kept seeing, like, bandied about by other people in the community. Talking about when, like, asking that question, and then other people will chime in saying, like, it's March or April, so I'm just parroting them. That's not an official statement. I think it's March or April, but stay tuned, I guess. Eric Mears, what DPS characters would you recommend then? Ashara seems to be doing the best for me, even with only Calliope for level 2. Yeah, so Zorbu, who normally looks like this, Zorbu is very strong. Other good DPS characters, I mean, when you're brand new, Jarlaxle is temporarily good. Minsk can actually be very good when you're just starting out. Let's see, some other good DPS choices, ones that I like using. And not talking about secret DPS or weird DPS, just actually good, respectable DPS options. Kron DPS is fun if you want to go evil, or just high strength. Kron DPS can be fun. Hitch DPS. Hitch is not marked as a DPS champion, he's marked as a support champion, but the thing is, he used to be. He used to be DPS/support, and they took his DPS tag away. But they didn't make him any less of a DPS on paper. He's still a good DPS, it just doesn't say that he is. Which is actually really nice, because there are occasionally times when you are prevented from using DPS champions for whatever reason. So you can go Hitch DPS and still have a good DPS choice. Viconia is a stealth DPS, I swear? Really, Tyranno? Really? I do love my little collection of secret DPS. Paulton, Penelope, Sasaspia. Do I have to add Viconia to the list? That could be fun. Sciont X, hey, just picked up the game after 2 years. Welcome back to Idle Champions. I don't get to say that very often. Is there any way to play other champs besides buying them from shops? Yeah, totally. So every event, we just had an event end. The next event should start this upcoming Wednesday. There's an event every 3 weeks. So every event, there's 17 events in the year, you can unlock 3 characters permanently for free to play. And then between every event, there is what we call a time gate weekend, which includes this weekend. In 1 day, 4 hours, and 33 minutes, we'll have a time gate weekend. And when a time gate is open, you'll have a choice of a champion to unlock, or if you've already unlocked them, then you can still get chests for them and gear them up. So it shakes out to like 4 free characters per month. That's an oversimplification. Oh, also worth noting that time gate pieces are a thing. Time gate pieces drop once every 5 to 6 days when you kill a boss. It takes 6 time gate pieces to open a time gate manually, so not having to wait for the free one that's between events, you can also just do one manually. And once you have patrons going, in the patron shops you can pick up extra time gate pieces each week. So there's 4 patrons, that means 4 extra time gate pieces per week. And then there's also a blessing that you can get somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. There we go. Turn back time. Tier 5 global blessing for Kelemvor. This is Tomb of Annihilation. If you pick up this global blessing, then you'll get +1 time gate pieces dropped when your time gate pieces drop. So you get 2 every 5 to 6 days instead of just 1. So 2 dropping from bosses every 5 to 6 days, plus the 4 that you can get from patron shops. Well, that's 6, so that means a whole time gate every week, basically. So that's a whole nother character for unlocking. So that means that once you've got all of that stuff going, you'll essentially be unlocking 5 characters. Nope. It would be, oh gosh, it'd be 3 from an event, 1 for the time gate between the event, and then 4 weeks in a month, and you're getting a whole time gate each week. So that's like 8 characters at that point per month. Again, that's oversimplifying it. It'll be a little different for you. Mileage will vary, but basically 8 per week, 8 per month, 8 per month. Ugh, I'm tripping over myself because I don't have a mod today. It's throwing me off. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, Wandering Bereft has a comment on about nerds, saying they ask about it a lot. The promotion ends in March, and then Justin has said, as soon after that as possible, we're not sure how. Yeah, it's probably one of those situations like we're at the mercy of what the promotion partner decides or something like that. I'm not in marketing. I don't know like how the contract is signed or whatever, like what the agreements are. And even if I did, I couldn't talk about it because NDAs. So, I mean, the only answer about when nerds are coming to the gem shop is patience. Soon, TM, I guess. They'll be there one day. That's why I'm not unlocking them on my other account yet. If I switch to that real quick. So here I am on my Epic account, my casual account. And it's probably about time to wrap this one up. Yeah. Oh, did that poll end? It did! With Mert won the poll. Okay, cool. Nice. Thank you, everyone, for voting. Alright, so after this, we'll do Mert. Okay. I don't suppose I can just kill this real quick. Let's get a few more gems before I bounce out of this. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I'm getting impatient, so I'm gonna end this. My one and only Viconia free play, I guess. On this account. I was in there for quite a while. Alright, so let's see. I've got some major decisions to make on my casual Epic account now. Because I'm outside of an event, and I can't access the new content that just dropped, which means I just have to do general progression. So chat, what do y'all think? This is my casual account. I have barely done anything on this. You'll see I still have, like, just basic Torn stuff to do. I have not even begun on Tomb of Annihilation, Waterdeep, Dragon Heist, or Baldur's Gate Ascent to Avernus. It's all new. So, what do you think I should do? Let's ask the audience. I feel like I should continue with Torn, but it could also be worth, pivoting to go for Tomb of Annihilation so that I can rush for Azaka. Oh, I can't finish the tour. The Grand Tour of the Sword Coast is unending. It's the only campaign that is, basically planned to not have an ending. If it does have an ending, there isn't one right now. Yeah, I pretty much need to decide if I'm going to continue Grand Tour or if I'm going to run for Azaka. I feel like running for Azaka. I am seeing a lot of people saying unlock Dritz. So, okay, tell you what. I'll go for unlocking Dritz first, and as soon as I unlock Dritz, I will bounce from Grand Tour and go start Tomb Annihilation and start doing a Azaka push. Alright, so let's play Escort to Waterdeep. I don't remember how far I can go in my Torm runs on this account yet, because it's been so long since I actually did a run on this. It's been like over 2 weeks since I actually played this account. Let's see what I got in my final Viconia chest, shall we? Garbage. That's fine. Let's open up these silvers. No new gear. That's okay. Got some item levels, got some potions. Certainly better than nothing. I'm not sure about what specializations I want to take yet, so I'm just going to put levels on people. And just let this ride for a bit. Okay, let's switch back. While that pushes up for a bit, let's switch back to my main game here. Cool. Get dressed, bounce to Azaka, then bounce to next is basically my plan. Yeah, that's a good one Decken creates. Looks like each adventure gives you one hero, so that's why. So each campaign, Grand Tour of the Sword Coast has Dritz. This one has Dritz. Tomb of Annihilation has Azaka and Dragonbait. It has 2, so that's worth noting. Waterdeep Dragon Heist has Olcoria. Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus has Rhea. Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden has Xeraphon. And Wild Beyond the Witchlight has only barely started. So, we don't have someone for that yet. Maybe eventually, though. I hope so. There's a question. Anyone who knows enough about the Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign, which character from the Wild Beyond the Witchlight storyline do you think would be best for an evergreen champion for that campaign? I've got the book here somewhere. Gelatinous cube. Oh, gelatinous cube. Here we go. This is the Wild Beyond the Witchlight alternate cover campaign book. It's a cool campaign, y'all. I really want to run this or play in this. I mean, there's Eliwick. Well, yeah, but we already have Eliwick as an events champion, so we can't have her as an evergreen champion. She's already an event champion. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. The Displacer Beast? Ooh, that would be interesting. I wonder. But that also makes me think of, like, what if we had mounts in this game? I don't know how that could possibly play out. I just thought it would be cool. Because we have so much art of all these different kinds of creatures. And it'd be really funny to, like, if you could choose a mount and have a character ride the mount, and then you could have, like, Tyrell in his animal form. Like, what if we could have a moose riding a moose? That'd be funny. Eliwick 2, Electric Boogaloo. New evergreen character, Thaco. Yeah, Thaco the Clown. That's good. That's good. Brian Touch, I did fix that. Thank you for asking. It was funny joke, and it served its purpose of making my friend Lee, the Pancake Man, laugh and have a nice day. So, the funny joke is over, and now I am allowed to say waffle. There we go. Captions got it. She's probably not a champion option or even a grown-up, but I kind of like Nat there. Oh, but of characters who are, you know, grown-up adventurers. Yeah, Doorbell. I have thought about what if we had the kids, the orphan trio, as champions. And I mean, like, all three together. Similarly to how Beetle and Grimm switch out, or how Human is 3 kobolds in a trench coat. I mean, totally a human. I think it could be really cool to have just the 3 orphan kids together as a single champion. Maybe, like, apart they are not strong enough, but together they are. That could be fun. Where's my... I want always show formation circles on. Yeah, because I want to be able to look at people's health. Oh, that's why Donar is dying so much. Yikes. Okay, this might not go great here. Whoa! Oh, that was Krull. Krull ultimate to the rescue. Heck yeah. That Terras looks so good. Oh, Cash is saying the Waterdeep Orphans would be a great Human skin. That is fun. It's just their heads poking out of the trench coat instead of the kobolds. Yeah, that could be really funny. What level do you need to reach? 800. So, I'm on the home stretch here. I gotta do that Tarrasque fight one more time. One more again. Idea for a new group of familiars, a set of dice. Oh, like a D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, D20. That way you could have all 6 on the field. I love that. That's so good, Chevek. Because you can have exactly 6 on the field. It'd be dice that are just rolling around. Well, a D100 is just 2 D10s. It's a D100 and a D10, like a D00 and a D10, is the same geometric shape. So it wouldn't be anything different, special to look at. It's the same thing. But D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, D20, they all actually look different, so I think that would work out better. I do actually have a 100-sided D100. I do have one. It's almost the size of my fist. It's very big. Oh, that reminds me, I have some things I wanted to show off to y'all. Because you know me, I collect treasures. That's why I've got all my fun decorations back here. I keep adding to the backdrop. I've got treasures. Show you some things I got over the break. One, this is really cool. I found this at my local Target just a few days ago. It says D&D official dice set, and it's just a cardboard box. Woo. And it's got this like cherry red dice with white numbering on it. They're very readable. Like it's high visibility on these dice. They look good, they feel good, and what I think is really nice about them is how affordable it is. It's less than $1 per die. I think it was $7 for the box, and there's 11 dice in here, which is like 2d20, 4d6, 2d10, so that you can do a d100 roll. So it's like all the dice that you could need for a character. So it seems like a really good starter set for like if you're a brand new player, if you can find that box. I feel like it would make a good gift. Once upon a time, I taught some kids how to play D&D because I was basically hired to babysit them specifically to teach them D&D by their parents. So I did, and it was really fun. And I feel like that would have been like a perfect gift to give to each of them. Oh, the Essentials Kit has a set of red dice like that? Nice. Is one of those D10s actually labeled? Yeah. So one of the D10s is just the single digit, and one of the D10s is the double digit. So yeah, you can actually use them together as the D100. Where are the paper roses? I've got that too, Shevek. I did actually pull these down. I remembered at the last second before I turned on the stream. Here is my little vase of Origami Roses. It's a cute little vase, but the roses don't really fit in it too well. So this is the model of an Origami Rose that I really, really enjoy. I made this one all the way back in high school, and I've just preserved it with some clear nail polish. I used a wet folding technique. If you're into origami, and if maybe you're familiar with it, there's a technique called wet folding, where you actually intentionally dampen the paper, and it makes the creasing not as sharp. So it can seem more lifelike, more realistic with the end result. Like, not so clinically, geometrically creased. Wondering if bereft, you did the Kawasaki Rose after I mentioned the Food Tran one yesterday. Heck yeah! Awesome! Ha! Respect! The Kawasaki Rose was how I found the Food Tran Rose. I remember looking into roses way back, I mean years ago. I would have been a teenager, and I remember seeing the Kawasaki and was like, I want to make that one. And I really struggled with it. And in trying to make the Kawasaki Rose, I stumbled across the Food Tran Rose and thought, this one's better, and learned how to do that one instead. Yeah. So yeah, I really love origami. I've been out of the hobby for years, but I really adore it. So it thrills me that there's some of y'all out there, some of you fine, friendly folks who also enjoy the fine art of folding paper. Feel free to post your creations on the off topic of Discord so that I can look at them. I'd love to see what y'all are folding out there. One of my favorites, I don't have it anymore, but I got my nephew into origami at a very young age, and he surpassed me in skill, which is really exciting when you get like a little kid into a hobby and then they grow up with it and they get even better at it than you. I'm excited by that, personally. I was like, yes! The legacy! He made me this tortoise that was just incredible. I don't know who the artist was, who the designer was, but he made the tortoise that was like just amazing. It was a box tortoise. That's enough about origami. Let's get back to Idle Champions, because this run is almost over. We are pretty handily clearing all of the non-boss stages. That boss was easy because it was just segmented health. Oh, by the way, if y'all didn't know, this Tarrasque running around in the background, Luke McKay, our very own webcomic artist, that guy, Luke McKay, did the mini rampaging Shadow Tarrasque in the background. So, shout out to Luke. Absolutely adore that little rascal. That gigantic little rascal. Wow, you got 2 pounds of dice. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Clap Thunder. What I like to do with those, I will occasionally get, like, pound-a-dice bags, yeah? And I will sort through it and pick out all the ones I really like and keep those. And then the rest I will donate to a local hobby shop or a library or like a youth center or something, because those pound-a-dice bags, they come with some ugly dice. I don't want them. But I can help make some kids happy, and that feels good. Lanky Plonker, did you watch Champions of the Realm last night? What'd you think? I did! Thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, I was going to ask chat what you all thought. I did actually watch the premiere episode of Champions of the Realm. If you don't know about this, because I think I was the only person on streams yesterday who even mentioned it, Idle Champions is sponsoring, alongside a lot of other sponsors, we're sponsoring Realmsmith for their production of Champions of the Realm, which premiered last night on their YouTube channel, on Realmsmith's YouTube channel. And Champions of the Realm is basically like, you know, UFC and WWE and all those like fighting sports televised hullabaloos. Imagine that, but it's Dungeons and Dragons PvP. Like, they're wearing jerseys, they have announcers and commentators. It was extremely cheesy. It was a little cringy, a little cheesy, but that's part of the charm. Like, I feel like they leaned into that. I feel like they knew it was gonna be that way, and they leaned into it. And that's what made it work for me. Yeah. It was fun. I am glad that, spoilers! Spoiler alert for Champions of the Realm, Episode 1. I'm really glad that Esmeralda won. Because she's the one that I predicted to win on the bracket. So, happy about that. And not just one, but crushed Beetle. No contest. Absolutely brutalized that guy. Yeah, so it ended up being an hour-long show. They did 5 rounds of combat. And I think Esmeralda went like 5-0. It was either 5-0 or 4-1, but it was just completely one-sided. Were they running Munchkin builds? So what we know is their classes, their levels in each class, and what their ability scores and armor class is. And I think that's all that we get to know. Like, we don't have access to look at their character sheets. So, are they using Munchkin, like, optimized builds? No idea. Yeah, the Esmeralda build, there was an Action Surge double fireball. A thing of beauty. And just like that, I didn't even have to pay attention. The 750 Tarask fight was harder than the 800 Tarask fight. To be honest with you, I'm surprised. But yeah, GG, that's done. What's up? Give me that influence. It's the whole reason I'm here, is the rise and grind. This is referencing grinding influence. That's what I'm doing here right now. Okay, so with that, people wanted me to play Mert, so let's see, what's Mert I can do? Well, what if I just went straight back into Icequake? What if I just go straight back into Icequake? Or maybe Lesson in Classes? Let's try Lesson in Classes Mert. Yeah. And oh, I'm definitely going to get those perks. And stuff from the shop. Don't you even worry about that. I'm doing it. I am absolutely doing it. Doing it right now. Starting with the perks. Yeah, that's nice. Cool. Still not enough, but that's okay. And now, with the influence that I've got... There she is. Yay. Gimme, 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 gimme. Yeah! Best skin in the game. Best skin in the game. Woo! And while I'm here, I will also grab this Golden Epic for Azaka. And this feat for Nayeli. Because why not? Awesome. Still need to get more influence to get the rest of this. Plus, I couldn't afford it right now anyway. But that's exciting. It's very exciting. And wasting no time at all, I can't use her on this adventure. But, yeah! I did it! I did it. I said I would pick up Farmer Azaka before Friday. Mission complete. Ooh, I think I've got a potion of polish now, too. Yeah! So I got a golden epic for Azaka from the patron shop just now. And it was a shiny before it became a golden epic. When that happens, you are, I guess, silently handed a potion of polish so that I can make something else shiny. So, any guesses? I guess I should show off my full squad here. So Sasaspi is missing 5, Talon's missing 6, Court's missing 6, man, no. I mean, there's still a lot. Viconia, still a lot of champions who have not even a single shiny. Corazon, Beetle, and Grim. Yeah. So, it could be anyone. It could be anyone. It's Celise. All champ damage Celise. Battle ready gear. Shiny. Polished. Nice. Oh, I need to get some bodies on the field. Just a moment. Let the bodies hit the field. There we are. Although I appreciate you all guessing. Delana doesn't get the shiny, start chasing. Delana gets the shiny in spirit. The physical form of the shiny went to Celise, but Delana took the soul of the shiny, of course. Okay. So let's think about what I'm actually going to be using. Balos very strong, or Kira. So I want them for sure. I'm not sure about the rest. I can't go with Averin. That's going to be complications. But Warden, I could get some Hex stacks. That might be worth it. I might be going Zorbu DPS here. But also Penelope is actually a really good support option now. After her rework. After her update. Mortusa, searching replacement for first slot. Orkira can be great replacement for Brunor. Absolutely. Brunor is fine in slot 1. But Orkira absolutely blows Brunor away for support. Deacon for speed, Orkira for support in slot 1. Nerds? I've heard you can get up to some shenanigans with nerds in an Artemis DPS formation. There's a whole thread for that going on in the Discord. Well, yeah, I can't bring in Makos if I go with Warden. But I don't really love the other options there. Does Hitch work for Zorbu? No, unless Zorbu has +1 Charisma feat. He does not. Okay. Maybe Beetle and Grim? Or Human? In that case? Yeah. For 7... I mean, I love Freely, but Freely being a multi-class is going to lock me out of 2 options. That's not good. Kroll is a really strong option, but I can't bring in Kroll if I'm using Orkira. This is going to be tough, y'all. This is going to be really tough. If I go with Hitch, I can't bring in Spurt, and vice versa. Donar, you're a paladin, so you're probably fine. I can probably bring you in anyway. That's a safe choice, I feel. You like Cleric Nerds heals the whole party? Yeah. Nerds are fine. They're not bad, I think. they're just fine. I think they hit that sweet spot of not being, like, best at anything, but at least okay at several things. Does nerds count as all 6 classes in this variant? Yes, they do. But I also can't bring in the nerds because I'm playing Mert the Moneylender lesson in classes. Nerds are neutral, so I can't bring them in. How many tanks do I have to deal with here? Just one tank? Okay, so let me decide who my tank is. It's probably going to be Tyrell, because single class Druid. I don't really have a lot of other tank options. I can't go with Ayla. My Lazaps just doesn't have the survivability of my other tanks, honestly. I can't use Walnut. I could use Evelyn, but as a Paladin, if I use Evelyn, I can't use Donar, so that puts me back at trying to replace Donar. So I feel like Tyrell being probably my least likely to ever die tank because of his absurd item level for his health item and the shield that he can give himself. This is probably the best option here. Let's go with Celestial. Yeah. The last unicorn, I'm alive. Has anyone seen that movie? That animation? Last Unicorn. I was introduced to that in college. Going into it, I was like, ugh. This doesn't sound in any way like a good, fun movie at all. But having been made to sit down and watch it, I liked it. I actually genuinely liked it. And that song stuck in my head forever. The last unicorn. I'm alive. I find myself singing that when I'm playing a video game and I'm doing something really difficult and I just like barely scrape through it by the skin of my teeth. I'm like, whew, I'm alive. It comes up a lot when I play Dark Souls. And Idle Champions, for that matter. Just not on stream. Was watching an anime this season, banished from the hero's party. In episode 1, the protagonist fought a legit owlbear. Nice, nice. Oh, that classic, classic monster reference, owlbear, and Tarangar mentioning Unico above together reminds me. Other treasures. Check this out. I found these little guys at my Walmart. It's Barbarian and Magician from the Saturday morning cartoon. I've also got Dungeon Master back here. You just can't really see him. So yeah, those are my latest treasures. You know what? While this party is just kind of stumbling up through the early stages of lesson and classes, and I tell you what I'll do. I will let this run through into tomorrow, because I don't have enough time to clear this unless I go at like 10x speed. Maybe I might be able to do that. I might be able to go 10x speed to finish this out in an hour, but I doubt it. But while this is running, let's check on my other game. Here we go. Kill. There we are. Easy. I'm not worried about this escort to Waterdeep. This should be fine. Let's take that. Yeah. And... I don't know about you yet. Don't know about Calliope. For that matter, my Viconia might be better than my Calliope. I don't know. I haven't actually tried a formation using Artemis, Baloth, or Viconia yet. I should. I definitely should. Let's see if we can set this up. If we have Tyrell in here, and we go Wild Shape, and let's bring in Viconia, just so we can put her through her paces and see how this works. Ooh, but that means I'm gonna want, yeah, let's do Minsk DPS for Viconia. It looks like there's a lot of humanoids on this adventure, so we'll take humanoid. Let's do that. There we go. Take your animate dead. Yeah. Not Naeli. Yes, Makos. Put you here. Take Shield Master. And Life Domain so that Celeste's healing is reaching the front. He's going to put Naeli away so that the glowing doesn't bother me. Good morning, Balkan. Welcome, welcome. I'm flying solo today. So we're a little slower on the questions and content. We are trying to... You know what? I'm going to go pilfer. On the off chance that I might actually get some favor increase on this adventure. More daggers. I should probably not use Hitch. Just because his natural performer is not going to affect Minsk. Minsk doesn't have a high enough charisma for that. But then who would I use instead? I guess I could bring Naeli in and just do this and go Oath of Vengeance. Okay, that's an alright looking formation. That's decent. That's decent. Alright, I'll let that run and we'll switch back to Mert lesson in classes. Let's set up a formation before I commit to 10x speed on this, huh? Alright. Xeraphon really showing off size-changing, shape-shifting right now. We strive for alright in this house. Yeah, we do. We do. We don't really do a lot of optimization on this show. Sometimes. But the thing is, and this is a mantra that has helped me in my life more times than I can count. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work. I don't need the absolute most optimal formation. I just need a formation that's good enough to clear the established goal. That's all that matters. If I was doing a deep push for favor, then sure, we could optimize. But otherwise, just gotta be good enough. Good evening, Delramian. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Rise and grind. For me, it's early morning. It's 11:07 a.m. here on the East Coast, United States. Perfection's the enemy of progress. I like that, Tarangar. We strive for all right in Lauren's house, too. Yeah, something we have in common. I can picture, like a... like a little cross-stitch. like a little cozy little cottage house inside of a little heart. and just plain text that just says, alright. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. I'm a perfectionist as well, Terringer. That's why I always try to remind myself of that mantra. I can slip back easily into obsessing over perfecting every little detail when I get really involved in a project. And so, reminding myself that it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to work, is my way of keeping myself from going overboard. Oh, can we not bring in Cadibri? She's a fighter. Who do we have in here that's a... Yeah, no one else is a fighter, but that's fine, that's fine. This is fine. There we go, that's a much better placement for Zorbu. Spurt? Yes, we can bring in Spurt. Okay. Not sure about specialization for Spurt yet. No, we can't use Crawl. I don't know, would Humon be a better choice over Spurt? Maybe? Maybe? Yes, Delramian, Tyrell has a unicorn skin. Lazaps is the only Artificer, that's true. So far, the only Artificer. Maybe we'll get another one in the future. Maybe even soon. Who knows? We already got a Cleric. Briv would probably be really strong to use, but we would lose Donar in the process. And I guess we could respec Tyrell. Bringing in Briv would kind of upset some things. So we'll keep Briv as a maybe. What classes do we not have? Okay, so Artificer, Wizard, Barbarian. Any of those are available at the moment. Ranger? I think Ranger's available. Oh, we can't use Whittle. Whittle doesn't have the right alignment. Because this isn't just a lesson in classes, this is Mert the Moneylender's lesson in classes. Oh, yeah. Well, there's an Artificer skin for Averin, yes, but it doesn't actually make him an Artificer. Yeah, Lazaps would buff Zorbu with Fury the Small, so... might be worth it. I'll do Team Player since I'm not actually using Lazaps as a tank. Sure, if I bring you in, we'll do that. And you all as well. Okay. If you don't know, I was just leveling multiple champions at once by using the function keys on my keyboard, the F keys, the ones that are above your number key row. So if I press F1 on the keyboard, it's going to level up Orkira. Watch this. Bloop. Just like that. I believe that's mentioned over here. Yeah. F1 through F12, level champion. The only catch is, at least for me currently, F12 is also the screenshot button for Steam. So I can't level up Zorbu without taking like 100 screenshots. Yeah, that is something that I can change. But I don't want to. I like that being my screenshot button. Alright, this looks like an acceptable formation. And look at the teamwork effect. Or the... yeah, there. Okay. Yeah, buff the columns in front. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, but... other human changes of information. I don't know... oh, yeah, I guess I could just make it be the most populous. Sure. Sure. Everyone seems to give monks on this variant. Well, yeah, the problem with monks... Stokey. Neutral. Doesn't work for Mert. Narak. Neutral. Doesn't work for Mert. There are very few monks in the game. Rosie. Doesn't work. End of statement. There are very few monks in the game. And of the ones that exist, like half of them don't even work with Mert. Dahani, sure, but who in their right mind to give up Orkira for Dahani? Nothing doing. Not doing that. No thank you. Oh yeah, we don't even have Spurt in here anymore, so move him away so that that's not annoying me visually. Okay, so I guess this is our formation. Let's crank this up to 10x speed, see if there's any possible chance that we can knock this out in the, what, 40 minutes that I have left in the show. Fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. This is going to take a while to go through the low stages here, so I am going to switch that to the fast core to make that go a little bit faster. Oh, I guess that's not actually going to do any speed effect. Okay. In the meantime, let's switch back to my epic game. We'll play a little bit on here. Thank you, Balkan. Thank you for the good luck. Yeah, monks do like neutral, but they don't have to be. I think it's a holdover of older editions of Dungeons & Dragons where classes had alignment restrictions. In 5th edition, they don't. But it's like, at this point, people being conditioned to expect it. I don't know. A lot of monks are neutral aligned when they don't even have to be. Bum, 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 bum. I guess I'll take Show Must Go On. Okay. Oh, I can actually put a feat on Baloth. Sure. Morbid excitement. Why not? There we are. Ooh. You know, I have some gems to spend. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, Sean's a chaotic good monk. I kind of feel like getting some chests with this. It feels like it's about time for me to start considering switching over to gold chest now. At least occasionally. But, well, I'm not sure. Well, I should at least hold on to some gems in the interest of picking up Vajra later. Yeah, I guess I'll save my gems for now. Oh, at the very least, let me pick up my own Electrum chest code. Oh. It would help if I typed it correctly. There we go. Nothing exciting. Foolish genius. 3.5 monks had to be lawful and barbarians had to be chaotic, so you could never multiclass the two, except there was one prestige class that I can't remember the name of. Oh, you know what? It wasn't a monk barbarian. It was a paladin barbarian. Still, it was super cool because paladins had to be lawful. Yeah, and barbarians had to be chaotic. And yeah, there was a single prestige class that, if you went into it, would still allow you to use all of your paladin and barbarian abilities, because it was a paladin barbarian, like, unique prestige class. I can't remember. There was one prestige class that let you. It's the mantra of 3.5. It's true. 3.5 was an addition of exceptions. You could do anything in 3.5. It was such a fun addition to play, but it was also really busted. I would spend weeks workshopping a single character, even if I would only play them for like one game session. It takes so much research. I remember, I remember pouring through every single issue of Dragon Magazine and Dungeon Magazine, looking for content that I could use for my various characters. I had this one character, Sender Efelderin Elfelderil of Iona. He was a sun elf, ranger, wizard, and just had so many alternate class features and these specialized feats, all for the purpose of allowing me to play a character who could fight, like, in melee with a sword, and using intelligence for attack and damage. So I could just tank my strength completely, put it all in int, so that my spells are super powerful and my physical attacking was really powerful. But it was using intelligence. Yeah. And even though he was a sun elf, he had all these moon themes. That was a really fun character. That campaign got canceled. It went on permanent hiatus. Something like, God, maybe like 8 years ago now. 6 to 8 years ago now. So I really miss Sender. Great character. I would totally bring him back. I want to play D&D so bad. It's my favorite game. How about you, chat? Has anyone played D&D recently? Got any stories to share? Just, you know, keep it simple because Twitch chat. Just have to reposition here. Meanwhile, over on the much more intense main account on Steam, we are blazing through the low 100s right now. So it's been 5 minutes, and we've gone from stage like 50 to 187. So we might be able to do this. Maybe. There's at least a possibility. Fingers crossed, you know. Oh, you haven't played for 20 years, Delramian? Oh, I feel you. My heart goes out to you. I hope you can find a group to play. Have you considered online Dungeons & Dragons? Because there are many avenues for playing D&D online nowadays. It used to be such a challenge to arrange that, but now there are all sorts of tools and various websites. You've got options for playing D&D online. Hiatus for winter for both Sandfan and Merrick, looks like. Yeah. The last game of D&D I played was when we did Extra Life, and I ran the Battle Ball game. That was so much fun. And then run the dungeon with Sean. Oh! Hey, raise your hand if you were here for Sean's D&D game, Run the Dungeon, on our Extra Life stream in November. And if you remember the character that I played. Because I may have done something. Another treasure I picked up over the break is I got a custom Hero Forge Mini 3D printed of Jacques of all trades with his crystal blade! And even the hammer of thunderbolts that he picked up during the game. And he's got his talisman of pure good. You just can't really see it because it's extremely small. Yeah, he just sits on my desk now as a reminder of that very, very, very fun game. That was a great session. Crystal Blade! I'm glad you appreciate the joke, Decan. Jacques of all trades. Mm-hmm. Cassius, is Battle Ball and Run the Dungeon going on YouTube anytime? I would love if it did. I've been meaning to ask about that, because I know that they put up one of our games, the Dragons for Dinner game, up on YouTube, but I guess they didn't put the others. I can ask. I'm honestly not sure if I have the damage to get through this. Maybe if I do Orkira and Baloth stacking, that might make the difference. Plus, I've got Warden Hex stacks that I can put on. But there's a part of me I'm a little worried about the high stages, like once we get to 825. Let me save this formation. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. So I'll probably delete it later. Can I get any speed in here to make this go a little faster? Temporarily. I can get a little bit. A little bit's better than nothing. I can move you up. Okay, okay. Can I get Melf? I can get Melf. Fighter Wizard. Sure. Put you there. There we go. That's going faster. I'll switch them out as soon as I need to. Yeah, really just trying to get through these lower stages. It would be so nice if I could just, like, just fast forward for the purpose of doing my show. If I could just jump to a stage and then go from there, I'd be able to get a lot more accomplished in the 2 hours that I have available to me. Then again, I have 6 shows a week, so I really shouldn't complain. Oh, heading out, Reaver? Okay. See ya. Have a good one. Hey chat, what's the thing that you're most excited about that was added to the patron, all the patron stuff today? Let's say from the patron shop to begin with. Out of all the skins and the feats and the golden epics that were added to the patron shops, which one are you the most excited about? Because for me, it's definitely Farmer Azaka. Spellcaster School GE, yeah, that's a really strong one. I like the Kroll Pilfer feat, the Spellcaster School GE for Olcoria. Those are very powerful. High priority pickups. Of course, after Farmer Zaka, the most powerful of them all. Okoria's skin. Nice. You like the Mind Flayers then, Tyranno. Terriger's just excited there's something to do with him again. Yeah, I getcha. Yeah, Riffraff, there's definitely new stuff to do with patrons. So, there were like 11 variants that were added to the game, and thus that means there are 44 patron variants to do once you've beaten the 11 base variants. And then, each of the 4 patrons have several items added to the patron shops. And each of the patrons have had tier 6 and 7 perks added. Before, it just stopped at tier 5. Now there's also tier 6 and 7. And some of these are very tasty. Like Vajra. Increased chance of gold chest drops being doubled. Doubled! It caps at 50%. A 50% chance that every time you get a gold chest to drop, you get a double one. Terran card. Very nice. I still have those sound clips. Terringer did some file digging on another game that I streamed for a while and pulled out some audio files that I just really appreciated and sent them to me for my amusement. And one of them is this old man who just says, "Very nice." I don't know why, I was so enchanted by that. Quinn Squad, does that double gold chest include champion-specific ones? No. Good question. I saw people asking about that yesterday, and I wasn't sure what the answer was, but I understand it that it is only plain, regular old gold chests, these. Like, if I kill this Tarrasque and it drops a gold chest, that would have been really cool if it did, then it would have possibly been doubled. So no, not champion-specific ones, no. It's not like event ones. But yeah, you can also get double silver chest from Time Gates. That's one that you get from Mert. The new feed for Kroll is 80% to all plagues? I thought it was just Pilfer. Hold up. I thought it was just Pilfer. Yeah, it's Plague Pilfer, 80%. It's Golden Touch. Yeah, just Pilfer. That would have made it, like, the most important one in the whole game. If it had been all plagues, the most important feat ever. My god, it'd be amazing. No, can't get you in here. Can't get Freely in here. Sure, whatever. Minsk? Yay, we can get a Minsk in here. It's something. Let's go with Undead. Sure. I can always change if I need to. And can I just get someone else in here? Just that I don't have to change everyone around just yet. Prudence? No. Laconia? No. Puent? Yes. Okay, we can go with a Puent. Come on, Puent. Come on, Puent. So right now I'm just using a very suboptimal formation that just has a few speed champions in here. This is just to get as far as I can with Fire Breath and having some speed on, so we can try to get to the higher number stages as fast as possible. And then I'll switch to an actually good formation. Probably not the best, but an actually good one, at least. Monkey Porter, hi, I'm a new player. What should I focus on? Getting Kroll's 80% feet. I would not suggest that to any new players. Because, like, you don't even have access to the feats mechanic when you're a brand new player. Funny joke, though. Funny joke. But, yeah, when you're brand new, you have to get a champions up to a certain level before you can even put feats on them, so... It would not be something that I immediately recommend to people. The new Golden Epic on Rhea sounds pretty good. Oh yeah, her armor. What champion is the unicorn? That's Tyrell. Tyrell in his Celestial Tyrell skin, which you get from Zerial's Patron Shop for $9.99. This gets you the unicorn. Get familiar on that Human ulti? Okay. Might as well put a familiar on everything, for that matter. Chew through these armored tomb tappers a little bit more easily. Vovcast says, when you get Kroll's plus 80% feed, it says all 3 plagues plus 80%, not just Pilfer. There's no Pilfer word in the description. Really? Can anyone else confirm that? Especially helpful if you could post a screenshot of it somewhere. I can't confirm. I don't have it. And I don't have enough currency or influence to pick it up myself. I think it's over here. Yeah. It says Plague Pilfer plus 80% in the Patron Shop. If it's plus 80% for all of the plagues, that's extremely strong. Plus 80% Pilfer is already very good, but plus 80% everything? And then even besides that, it just shouldn't be incorrectly noted like that. Why are we not actually killing this Tarask? What's going on here? Why is this stuck? Maybe this will give us enough damage. With the hack stacks included. Or not. Okay. Maybe it's just time I switch to my good formation. Die! Thank you. Moving on. Too far to smell Strix. Yeah, it was too far. What do you mean? The Tarask with a nose that huge? It smells everything. Oh, we got another challenge complete. Nice. We're sort of accidentally playing weekly patronage at the same time, huh? You can even see it on the feat list even without purchasing. Oh, right, yeah, it'll immediately show up here. Increase the effect of Kroll's Draconic Plague ability by 80%. Oh. I see. I see. You're right. Yeah. But with the name Golden Touch, it's got to be only Pilfer. But this is just incorrectly worded here. It needs to say Draconic Plague, Pilfer by 80%. So, okay. I will screenshot this and poke the devs so that they can fix that. Matter of fact, I will do that immediately so that I don't forget. Give me just a moment. I can do the thing. just says plague and not specifying pilfer. There we go. Alright, so I have at least poked them about it. If they weren't aware of it before, they certainly will be now. So hopefully that'll be fixed soon. They should fix the mechanic match the text. No way. Oh gosh, I'm real worried right now about this damage. This is not nearly enough damage to get through all this. We can't even beat the 580 Tarask. I mean, we will very slowly, but there's no way we're beating 825? 825 like this? Yikes. I might need some help here. I might need to ask Sean and Taylor to save my formation. Swap Who and Lazaps? Sure. Damage went down. But yeah, it does switch us to using Cleave for boss fights, yeah. Oh, that's right, you're supposed to get middle Human for boss fights. Back for general pushing, and middle for boss fights. Front for speed. Okay. And we haven't even done our Baloth stacking yet. The restriction for this variant, Balkan, we are down one slot on the field, for one thing. Plus, only one champion of each class can be used in the formation at the same time. Apparently we were missing Baloth there for some reason. That's weird. Yeah. I didn't even notice that. Thank you. Thank you, chat. Okay, this is going a little more smoothly now. Switch this again. Okay, never mind. It was already enough damage. I'm still not confident about our prospects for 825. But, we'll see. We might just have to find out tomorrow morning how this actually goes, how this shakes out. For what it's worth, people in chat were saying yesterday that it is possible to get 100% patron perks for all four. But you need to do, like, all of the high-end patron variants for them to make it happen. I know Garwar was struggling. Garwar got Mert 100% done, but hadn't gotten the others. But we had a couple people in chat who were saying that you could do Mert, Vajra, and Strahd, those three, and not Zerial. And then I saw someone post proof on the Discord that it is in fact possible to finish all of Zerial's tier 6 and 7 perks. How much favor do you need for this adventure? All of it. A lot of it. This adventure is a patron version of one of the hardest, if not the hardest, adventure variant in the game currently, a lesson in classes. So how much favor do you need for this? A lot. Now real answer, you need enough favor to soft cap your champions, because after that, the favor doesn't matter. So, I mean, I'm working with E45, but I'm not sure how much favor you really need to realistically level cap your champions right now. Does anyone happen to know the number off the top of their head? I'm gonna guess it's like mid E20s, like E24 or 25, to reach level cap comfortably. Although saying comfortably, that's subjective. Nazgul says E23. Yeah, the damage bonus on Baloth is pretty ridiculous if you get all of the stacks up. Sparkler Jones says E23. Dance Lover says E24. Seriously? So my guess just plucked out of thin air of the mid E20s was actually correct? Nice. I like that even on a subconscious level, I know this game pretty well. That feels pretty good. Genequa's capping with 2 E22 favor. Cool. Motron cores definitely make it easier, which is another good point. Boop! If you didn't notice, my damage here just shot up by about E25. That's gonna do a lot for helping me get through this. I forgot I did not have my best core on. I had my fast core on, not my modest core. That's fixed now. E0 with patience. Oh yeah, like infinite patience. We'll reach the heat death of the universe before you'll level cap on E0 favor. My background parties are not full, Snobiker. Thank you. A good suggestion. It's a little tedious to do. I don't want to interrupt the flow of this right now. But that is a good suggestion. If I get up to the point and it's like, I guess before I do Baloth stacking or Kira stacking, I'll switch over to background parties and put people in. Yeah. It's a good point. Old Man Master has 250 levels to go on lessening classes Zerial. What's the goalpost, Old Man, for Zerial lessening classes? Is it like 900? Guessing 900. It is! Nice. It is 900. Thank you. Mikey Jr., one morning, will you demonstrate Baloth stacking? I can't figure out how to do it correctly just by reading how to do it. Oh yeah, for sure. I have demonstrated a few times on the stream. Yeah, I could do that again for you. Probably not enough time to comfortably do that on today's show, but how about tomorrow morning? If you come back tomorrow morning, Mikey, and remind me, and I will show you how to do Baloth stacking on stream. How's that sound? Good? I'm sure other people could benefit from that too. You'll definitely be here tomorrow morning. Awesome. Good. Glad to hear it. That would be super helpful. Excellent. My goal here is to assist people, is to help people play the game and enjoy the game. Aha! Alright, so our very own Chris Dupuis has commented in reaction to me poking about the Plague Pilfer thing. He is looking into it. So chat, thank you for bringing it to our attention. The devs are now officially looking into it. That's a pretty quick turnaround, huh? The benefits of a morning show, I suppose, before everyone gets super busy. Pro streamer move right there. Keep them coming back. Yeah, that's right. That audience retention, baby. We're not going to get 825 right here, right now. But I will let it linger. I will let it linger so that tomorrow morning... Yeah, actually, that'll be great, because then I could show Baloth stacking in this adventure, the same one that I started today. Yeah, I'll show Baloth stacking and I'll show Orkira stacking insofar as I am able to show Orkira stacking. Because, I mean, I've got Artemis, I got Archon, I just can't use Narak? Okay, that's not so bad. I can totally work with that, yeah. So it's not going to be as optimal as possible, but yeah, I can show off Orkira stacking and Bailout stacking. Maybe some other things that people need to see. Warden debuff swapping, like swapping Warden for, like, I don't know, Nova or Dragon Bait or something. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Girl's got too many feats. I know a few champions that feel like they have too many feats, and other champions that definitely do not have enough. Lord Kirby, newish player here. What are the mechanics behind yellow armor blocks on bosses? They stall out my runs before anything else does. Any tips? Yeah, Lord Kirby, awesome. Hey, newish player, welcome-ish to Idle Champions-ish. So, what you were seeing there is what's called armored health. Those are like the big bad bosses of the game. Armored health bosses, you can't kill in one hit. They require 50 or 100 hits, depending on like how many health blocks they have to chew through their whole health bar. And it's like you have to break down their health in chunks. You have to hit them hard enough to remove each chunk. You can imagine it kind of like, if you've ever played a game where an enemy has multiple health bars, and you have to go through, like, oh, there's the green bar, vroop, now it's a yellow bar, vroop, now it's a red bar, vroop, now it's a black bar, vroop, whatever, now it's dead. It's kind of like that, just, expanded out. So that you have to break all 50 or 100 of those health bars, like these guys. I believe these are 50. I think it's 25, and then 25 again. So these have 1.53 E224 HP. And they have 50 health chunks. So each chunk is worth 2%, because there's 50 of them, 2% of their health. So you have to be able to deal at least 2% of their listed health to take off a chunk. You do that 50 times, 2 times 50 is 100, that's 100% of their health gone, and then the monster is dead. So that's how armored health works. There are some champions that are particularly good about dealing with armored health bosses, like Human. This character right here, who is wearing the Hammermon skin. Yeah, if you're using Human, and you have Human in one of your middle columns, and you have Cleave, the middleist kobold, active, then it increases the damage of champions against boss enemies by, for me, currently 1.42 EO8%. And if the boss has hits-based or armor-based health, successful attacks destroy twice as many segments, as many chunks, as they normally would. Ooh, we're on 730 Tarask, and it's at this point that I'm really starting to worry about our prospects. At least it doesn't enrage. At least it doesn't enrage. Balkan, I don't know. I did just say the middleist kobold, yes. It's a small reference to my brother, and me, I suppose. Middleist brother, middleist kobold. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if the Hammermon's going to be available in Wild Offers in the Gem Shop. I would assume that it will come to Wild Offers, but that's just a feeling, really. The Hammermon skin came from a Dwarven Forge Kickstarter that ended a few weeks ago. And then, if you supported it at, like, some level or above, you would get an email. Oh yeah, of course, move Human, now that I'm on a armored boss fight. Duh. Thank you. Thank you. So that E8% damage is not to be ignored, plus removing double chunks. Much better. Yeah. So we can definitely clear this fight at least, but I'm still worried about our prospects for 825. We will find out tomorrow morning. We'll find out tomorrow morning if we can actually take this guy down at 825. If we can beat a lesson in classes, Mert the Moneylender. Which makes me a lot more worried about doing this for the Zerial version, if we're already struggling for this. Is there a list, like, for the skins where you can get the GE? Oh, the Golden Epics? I don't know. You know what? I think there's a wiki page for it. I think on the Idle Champions wiki there's something for that. But I'm not one of the wiki masters. I don't keep the wiki. For now, though, it is time for us to wrap up. So, one last check-in on the other game, the other account. Here's the Epic Casual account. It's going fine. I'm just going to level people. Okay. They're doing fine. I think we should be able to beat 150, no problems. Not worried about that at all. Yeah. So, thank you everyone for joining me for today's episode of Mars Guiding Hand. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have as well. Hope to see you all again next time, which will be tomorrow morning, same time, same place, right here on twitch.tv/CNEgames. 7 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern if you're me. Check out all the other awesome shows that we have. We do have several. On the docket for today, we've got Idle Insights coming up at 1 p.m. Pacific, followed immediately by Developer Insights, followed immediately by Formation Save. I might submit my own formation to formation save. That might be a good idea for me. We'll see. You can follow Idle Champions on social media. Please join our community wherever you see fit. We're all over the dang place. I like Discord and Reddit, but you do you. You can find me on Twitter at Ryan Blake Hall. That's my real name, but please call me Mars. It's very much my preference for the online world. Thank you to Codename Entertainment, as always. Thank you to my tireless mods who are not here today. But in general, thank you to my mods, because I work with them closely. And thank you to everyone watching. Thanks for keeping me company, making a cozy place and space for us all to hang out in. And wherever you are in the multiverse, be safe, be kind, spread joy, make someone smile today, even if that someone is just you. And until next time, look sharp. I'll be modding for Idle Insights and Dev Insights, so see you there. La da 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 da, bum bum ba da 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 da, bum bum ba ba bum ba ba ba, da 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 da. See ya.